welcome. And thank you for finding your way back to this quiet corner tonight. There is absolutely nothing required of you right now. No checklists. No tomorrow to solve just yet. The day behind you is complete. It is written, and it has officially released you. So let yourself sink, heavy, soft, deep into the mattress, letting the corners of your shoulders uncurl, letting your jaw go loose. Let your breath find its own rhythm. Not forced, not measured. Just a slow, steady tide moving out and coming back in. There is nothing to hold on to anymore. Just rest. Listen, and let the drift take over. Tonight, our journey is close and infinitely softer. We are simply going to rise, very gently, just a few hundred miles above the roof of our own world. We are going to float there, weightless in the dark, and look down, together, at our home. You don't need to stay awake to watch, just to let my voice become a low, warm hum, carrying you slowly, steadily, toward sleep. Let us begin. We drift upward, leaving the noise of the streets behind, moving quietly into the deep, velvet calm of orbit. Look down. Below us, filling the entirety of the dark glass, is the earth. Vast, round, turning with a patience that only centuries understand. Up here, the world loses its noise. No wind, no gravity pulling at your chest. You are suspended, completely safe, floating in a silence so thick it feels almost protective. And we are looking entirely at the night side of the world, where evening has already come, and the continents are quietly pulling up the blankets. The land below is a soft, deep charcoal, but it isn't entirely dark. Look closely at the edges of the land. Those are the cities, scattered across the black like the very last embers of a campfire, left to cool after a long day. Soft, warm golden sparks. They cluster together in great, glowing networks where millions of people are turning off their lamps. They trace the delicate lines of ancient coastlines. They follow the winding paths of rivers, faint golden threads woven through the dark fabric of the earth, marking the places where humans have gathered for thousands of years just to live. From up here, the madness of the world dissolves. The traffic, the arguments, they all blend into a single, quiet glow, an entire civilization, settling gently into the night. Between those clusters of light, there is the great emptiness. The oceans, vast, ink-black expanses of water, completely still from this distance. They cover most of this stunning jewel, holding the faint, ghostly reflection of the stars, sky mirroring sky, with nothing but a mile of cold water in between. And drifting above the oceans are the clouds. They look like soft, pale smoke, long, white ribbons turning gently above the dark seas, moving so slowly from up here that they seem hardly to move at all. They hold no anger. They are just drifting, floating on the breath of the world. We glide on, slowly, smoothly. And now, ahead is where we see the boundary where the dark world meets the hidden sun. It looks like a soft, bruised ribbon, a gradient of deep, midnight blue, melting into a quiet, dusty rose, curving gracefully along the round edge of the planet. We cross this line over and over as we float, a continuous, soft sunset that never quite ends, fading back into the deep, comforting dark. And look there, just past the curve of the horizon, the moon, palais, silver gray, the exact same moon you used to look at through your bedroom window when you were a child. It looks more familiar from up here, like an old guardian watching over the dark earth from a distance. The same way it has always watched over you. Look at the very edge of the Earth's curve, right where the deep black of space begins. Do you see that incredibly thin, glowing line of soft electric blue? It sits like a neon thread along the rim of the world. That is the air. All of it. Every sky you've ever looked up at. Every summer breeze. Every single breath ever taken by everyone who ever lived. It is all held inside that tiny, fragile blue veil, wrapped gently around the cold stone of the planet. A fraction of an inch of blue standing between all of life. And the freezing, endless vacuum of the open dark. We drift further north now, toward the quiet emptiness of the poles. And here, the dark earth begins to dream. Below us, great, ghostly curtains of a pale green, faint crimson, and a dimmest violet begin to ripple across the dark continents. The auroras. They move like silk underwater, slow, silent. It is the solar wind, a gentle breath from the distant sun, traveling millions of miles through the dark, finally arriving home to touch the upper air. The curtains sway, casting a faint green tint onto the snowfields below, perfectly content in the deep winter night. And far below the aurora, deep within the dark clouds, there are storms. But up here, there is no thunder. The universe has muted the sound. You only see the soft, rhythmic flicker of light deep inside the white cloud banks. A gentle pulse of silver, fading away like an ember under ash. It looks like the slow, quiet heartbeat of a sleeping giant. Float here a while. Weightless, safe. Let the cold, clean stillness of space fill your room. Everyone is down there. Every person you have ever loved. Every voice you have ever heard. Every single quiet, good night that has ever been whispered across a dark room. It all happened down there, on that one small, turning, beautiful sphere. From up here, there are no borders. You only see the one continuous blue thread, the warm glow of the fires, and the deep, patient turning of the land. It looks so perfectly, gently at peace. The world below will keep turning. It will carry the morning gently toward those who are waking, and it will bring the deep, protective blanket of the night toward you. So here, floating high above the clouds, you can finally let go. Let your thoughts grow heavy and slow and perfectly still. Your room is dark. Your bed is safe. You are warm, and you are completely held by the same quiet dark that holds the stars. Simply drift, slowly, softly, turning with the world through the long, peaceful night. With every breath out, you sink a little deeper. There is nothing to carry, only the faint, warm glow of home far below, and the beautiful, irresistible slide into sleep. The lights are dimming. The world is asleep. Sink now. Softly. Rest. Sleep. A gentle note before you go. Everything you've heard tonight is my own original work, written and narrated by me. To share the calm and the wonder of the cosmos in a restful way. It is grounded in real science, with a few simplified or poetic touches along the way. And it was made with the help of AI tools So some of its visuals are artistic rather than real photographs. Thank you for drifting with me tonight. Rest well. Here, among the quiet stars,